Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, July 24th, 2020. Today I'm going to go over last night's two Major League Baseball games and look ahead to today's slate of games, go over yesterday's MLS games, and look ahead to the round of 16 that begins tomorrow, as well as Championship Sunday in the Premier League. I'll go over the current golf leaderboard at the 3M Open. I'll go over last night's Cup Series race and look ahead and pick the two Truck Series races and the Xfinity race. And I'll have my best bet of the day. All right, we'll start with Major League Baseball. It was so relieving to see the sport back, but it's just unfortunate that the first game had to be called due to rain, and the Yankees defeated the Nationals 4-1. The game was called off in the sixth inning. The Yankees are 1-0. The Nats are 0-1. Garrett Cole at the win. Max Scherzer the loss. Top of the first, a two-run shot, 459 feet off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Aaron Judge scores as well. 2-0 Bombers. Bomb of the first. Who would have thought that Garrett Cole would give up a home run before recording a strikeout? But here we are. Adam Eaton homers to right, 406 feet, 2-1 Yankees. Top of the third, RBI double, Aaron Judge. Tyler Wade scores from first base, 3-1 Yanks. Top of the fifth, RBI single by Giancarlo Stanton with the bases loaded. Good throw by the right fielder Eaton to prevent a second run to be scored as Hicks was held up at third, 4-1 Yanks, and then there's bottom of the fifth, and then top of the sixth, they had to get the tarp on, and eventually they called it as the Yankees get the win. Garrett Cole, 5 innings, a hit, an earned run, a walk, 5 strikeouts, ERA 1.8. So a fine debut for Garrett Cole in pinstripes, or I should say in Yankee Road Grays, or just as a Yankee. And then Max Scherzer, 5 and a third inning, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts, ERA 6.75. An impressive defeat line for Max Scherzer with the 11 strikeouts against a good Yankees lineup. Dodgers over the Giants, 8-1. The Dodgers are 1-0. The Giants are 0-1. Getting the win for the Dodgers was reliever Adam Kolarek. And getting charged with the loss for the Giants was Tyler Rogers. The Giants actually scored the first run of the game in the top of the third inning on a sacrifice fly by Pablo Sandoval. Tyler Heineman scores 1-0 Giants. And then it was all Dodgers from there. Bottom of the fourth, RBI single, Kike Hernandez, 1-1. Bottom of the seventh, where the Dodgers really had the big inning. Fielder's choice, Mookie Betts scores. Good base running by Betts. He slid his hand into home plate before the tag was applied. 2-1 Dodgers. 2-run single, Kike Hernandez. 4-1 Dodgers. Austin Barnes, infield single, 5-1 Dodgers. Bases loaded, walk. Max Muncy, 6-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the eighth, 2-run shot. Kike Hernandez, my over hits. It took till the eighth inning to get it done, but ultimately my bet cashed in. 8-1 Dodgers, your final. Dustin May, 4 and a third inning, 7 hits, an earned run, no walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 2.08. Was not impressed with Dustin May, although he did get out of some jams. Johnny Cueto wasn't bad. 4 innings, 5 hits, an earned run, a walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA 2.25. A boatload of games today. 4 o'clock ESPN. You have the Braves at the Mets. Mike Soroka against Jacob deGrom. Should be a great game. Some of these Braves hitters have had success against Jake deGrom. Notably Freddie Freeman. Austin Riley's had some success as well. Just looking at their lineup. Austin Jackson starting at catcher today because both Travis d'Arnaud and Tyler Flowers both tested negative but have been feeling symptoms, so they kept him back home in Atlanta. So Austin Jackson was recalled. He'll be starting at catcher. Meanwhile, Cespedes has had some success against Mike Soroka, including a home run. Robinson Cano homered off of Soroka. J.D. Davis had success against Mike Soroka last year, as well as Ahmed Rosario. And Pete Alonso as well. I'm going to go with the Mets here. I like DeGrom at home. Although some of the Braves guys have had success against him. No Travis d'Arnaud and Tyler Flowers. I think that's a bit of a loss. Matt Adams is the DH. You got Acuna, Albies, Freeman, Ozuna, Adams, Riley, Swanson, and Ciarte Jackson. And then on the other side, Nimmo, McNeil, Alonso, Conforto, Cespedes, Robinson Cano hitting sixth. I know there's a lot of people complaining that he was hitting third in an exhibition game. J.D. Davis, Wilson Ramos, and Ahmed Rosario. I would have batted Robinson Cano seventh. I would have flipped J.D. Davis, but I think they recognize that J.D. Davis really shouldn't be hitting at the top of the order either, even though he had a career year last year. So I'm going to go with the Mets with DeGrom. I'm going to say the Mets come away with the win. I'm going to say it's a 4-2 game, and maybe the Braves bullpen lets up a run late. I won't be shocked if this is tied and then the Mets take a 4-2 lead late, in the 7th or the 8th inning. So give me the Mets in their home opener against the Atlanta Braves. 6 o'clock on MLB Network, you have the Tigers and the Reds. You got Matt Boyd against Sonny Gray. Matt Boyd, career year, according to some people last year. I think he's one of the more overrated pitchers in all of baseball. Sonny Gray had a fantastic year last year for the Reds. He should have been the comeback player of the year in the National League last year. I think the Reds are going to run away with this game. I think the Reds are so good, and the Tigers are so bad. That's on MLB Network. Blue Jays Rays from Tampa. You have Hyunjin Ryu against Charlie Morton. Discussed the breaking news before with Jeff Maglichetti that the Jays will be playing in Buffalo this season. You have, like I said, Ryu against Morton. I like Tampa Bay there. The second game of the ESPN doubleheader is the Brewers and the Cubs. Brandon Woodruff and Kyle Hendricks. I think Kyle Hendricks deserves this opening day start for Chicago. He's their best pitcher right now, I'd say. No lineups out yet. In terms of a pick, I got to go with the Cubs. They have the pitching advantage here. Woodruff's okay. He showed some promise last year. I think that he can build off of last year. But I think Hendricks is better. I think the Cubs lineup's better than the Brewers lineup. The Brewers have the much better bullpen than Chicago. But I think that ultimately the Cubs will hang on because I think Hendricks is somebody that can go 6 or 7. So give me Chicago to win their first game in the David Ross era. You have the Marlins and the Phillies, Sandy Alcantara and Aaron Nola. I think the Phillies should take care of business there and win their first game under Joe Girardi. You have the Royals and the Indians, Danny Duffy against Shane Bieber. I think that Brad Keller or the young star, Brady Singer should have gotten this opening day start. I love the Cleveland pick, Shane Bieber, and the Indians are going to win that game. Orioles, Red Sox at 7:30. Tommy Milone and Nathan Eovaldi. I think this will be the highest scoring game of opening day or opening night in terms of the rest of these teams. My gosh. I think the Red Sox offense is better, so I think that they'll win the game. I think it'll probably be like a 10-7 Red Sox game. I think that over is done in the 5th inning. And that over-under was 10. 8 o'clock, you have the Rockies and the Rangers. You have Lance Lynn against German Marquez. That should be a good game. I like both those pitchers a lot. I'm going to go with Lynn and the Rangers here at home, opening up the new ballpark. So it's a narrative play for here with the Rangers. The Twins and the White Sox at 8 o'clock. You have Jose Barrios and Lucas Giolito. The Twins are road favorites. I disagree with the line. Maybe because of no fans. That's probably why that the Twins are favored. It's the same reason why the Yankees are favored yesterday over the Nationals. I like Chicago. I think this is the first underdog I like tonight. So give me the White Sox here. And I think some of those hitters have seen Barrios enough. They've had success against Barrios. Although some of the Twins guys have had success against Giolito too, I would consider the over here too. But give me the White Sox at home against the Twins. 8:15, the Pirates and the Cardinals. You got Joe Musgrove against Jack Flaherty. This is too easy. I love the Cardinals here against Musgrove and the Pirates. Jack Flaherty had a fantastic second half last year, and I think that he'll get off to a good start this year. MLB Network, 9 o'clock, you have the Mariners and the Astros. You got Justin Verlander against Marco Gonzalez. The Astros should win this game. They're going to be motivated this year because there's going to be some doubt. No Garrett Cole. And the Mariners just stink, so give me the Astros at home. Also at 9 o'clock, you have the Diamondbacks and the Padres. I think this game should have been in consideration for the national game. Madison Bumgarner, Chris Paddock, that's an excellent pitching matchup. Give me the upset. I like Madison Bumgarner and the Giants. They're plus 134. Do I feel good about it? No, but I do think there's going to be a couple weird results, and I think that the Diamondbacks are an underdog that's certainly capable of winning. Paddock's awesome, and he deserves this opening day start. But Bumgarner, first game with the Diamondbacks, I think he saw what Garrett Cole did last night, and I said, hey, let me make a new first impression for my new team. So give me Madison Bumgarner and the Diamondbacks here to get the opening day victory. And then the second game between the Giants and the Dodgers, Jeff Samardzija and Ross Stripling. The Dodgers should win again. They're better than the Giants. They're going to sweep the Giants. I'd be surprised if the Giants won a game in this series, considering how awful they played last night. So give me the Dodgers here and Ross Stripling. I'd probably consider that over as well. And then 10 o'clock ESPN, the Angels and the Athletics. You got Frankie Montas and Andrew Heaney. I think the A's should have gone Sean Manaea here, but they choose Frankie Montas, who was awesome for them before the suspension last year. No Anthony Rendon for the Angels tonight. I love Oakland. Montas is better than Andrew Heaney. I think that the over is a possibility here as well. So give me the Athletics, led by Matt Chapman and Matt Olson and Montas and Liam Hendricks, and they'll come away with, let's say, a 6-4 victory against the Angels tonight. And over the weekend, 1 o'clock games, the Brewers and the Cubs. Corbin Burns and Yu Darvish. That's on Fox. I like the Cubs again here. Yu Darvish, I think, wants to show people that his promising second half is going to continue. So give me the Cubs. Orioles, Red Sox. You have Alex Cobb and Martin Perez. 2 o'clock Saturday, Twins, White Sox, Rich Hill, Dallas Keuchel. Now I'm just going to pick the Fox games. Pirates, Cardinals, Trevor Williams and Adam Wainwright. 3 o'clock Blue Jays, Rays, Matt Shoemaker and Ryan Yarbrough. 4 o'clock Marlins, Phillies, Caleb Smith and Zach Wheeler. Rockies and the Rangers, John Gray, Mike Minor. Mariners, Astros, Tajon Walker and Lance McCullers Jr. The 4 o'clock on Fox, Giants, Dodgers. You got Alex Wood going for the Dodgers and a TBD for the San Francisco Giants. No matter who's going for the Giants, like I said, the Dodgers are going to sweep them. So give me the Dodgers in that one. The Braves and the Mets, Max Fried and Steven Matz. Angels, Athletics, Dylan Bundy and Sean Manaea. 5 o'clock Tigers, Reds, Ivan Nova and Luis Castillo. Royals, Indians, Brady Singer making his big league debut against Mike Clevenger. 7:15 on Fox, Yankees, Nationals, James Paxton and Steven Strasburg, Joe Buck and who's Joe Buck's partner? Oh, John Smoltz will be on the call for this one for sure because it's the Yankees against the reigning world champs. So I'd expect Joe Buck to be on the call this game. So you'll be hearing Joe Buck's voice for the first time on a mic on a sports game since the Super Bowl. I'm sure he's pumped about this. I think the Nationals are going to bounce back here and win. Steven Strasburg, I think, off the contract. I think he's in for a big season. I think James Paxton's in for a great year as well. But I like Strasburg at home over Paxton. So give me the Nationals in a close one on Saturday night over the Yankees. And last but not least, at 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, the Diamondbacks at the Padres, Robbie Ray and Dinelson Lamet. I'm going to go with the Padres at home here. I do not like Robbie Ray all that much. Lamet's somebody that I'm not a big fan of either, but they're home, and this is more of an anti-Robbie Ray play than a pro-Dinelson Lamet play. So give me the Padres at home on Saturday night. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock on TBS, the Yankees and the Nationals. Patrick Corbin going for Washington, and then an opener for the Yankees will likely be Chad Green. I'm not the biggest Patrick Corbin fan in the world, but I think there's a chance the Nationals win this game, but I'm going to say the Yankees take this. They had success last year in the regular season with the opener, so give me the Yankees here to win their first series of the season. So I'm going to say that they split the next two games, the Yankees and the Nationals, with the Nationals winning tomorrow and the Yanks winning on Sunday. The Marlins and the Phillies, Jose Urena, Vince Velasquez. Tigers, Reds, Spencer Turnbull and Trevor Bauer. Royals, Indians. Carlos Carrasco going for Cleveland. We don't know who's going yet for Kansas City. Blue Jays, Rays. We do not have a pitching matchup here yet. At 1:35, Orioles, Red Sox. Wade LeBlanc and Ryan Weber. 2 o'clock, Twins, White Sox. Kenta Maeda. And we don't know who's going for the White Sox yet. Mariners, Astros. Yusei Kikuchi and Zach Greinke. So interesting that Houston is going with McCullers before Greinke. So I guess they want to split the two big guys up. You got the Pirates and the Cardinals at 2:15. Mitch Keller against Dakota Hudson. 2:20, the Brewers at the Cubs. Freddie Peralta and Tyler Chatwood. 2:30, Rockies, Rangers. Kyle Freeland and Corey Kluber. Two guys that are under pressure for bounce-back seasons. 4 o'clock, Angels, Athletics on the MLB Network. Shohei Ohtani against Mike Fiers. Diamondbacks, Padres, Zach Gallen and Garrett Richards. I like that pitching matchup a lot. 7 o'clock, ESPN, you got the Braves and the Mets. Sean Newcomb against Rick Porcello. I like Atlanta here. Sean Newcomb's better than Rick Porcello at this point. So give me the Braves here to take this game on Sunday Night Baseball against the Mets. And then 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have the Giants and the Dodgers. Julio Urias, and we don't know who's going for San Francisco. I did say that I like the Dodgers to sweep, and I think they'll do so in dramatic fashion. Although, dramatic in terms of blowouts and being impressive. Now I'm going to go over the MLS games from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Tomorrow's round of 16 games and Sundays, as well as Premier League. We're going to start, like I said, with MLS. We're going to go over the results from yesterday. Vancouver over Chicago, 2-0. Vancouver gets the win. Scoreless first half, and they get on the board in the 65th minute on a goal by Jordi Reyna to go up 1-0, and they go up 2-0 6 minutes later on a goal by Christian de Jong. So Vancouver comes away with the victory, as they did not make the cut for the round of 16, and neither did the Chicago Fire. You have the Galaxy and the Dynamo in a 1-1 draw. The Dynamos got up 1-0 in the 17th minute of the game on a goal by Darwin Quintero. And then the Galaxy tied it in extra time in the second half of the 91st minute on a goal by Christian Pavon. So the Galaxy are not going to the round of 16. Meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Dynamo are. Oh, no, they're not. They did not make it. So no Dynamo in the round of 16 here. And then LAFC and Portland ended in a 2-2 draw. Portland got up 1-0 in the 7th minute of the game on a goal by Jaroslav Niezgoda. And then Bradley Wright Phillips ties it up at 1 each in the 36th minute. Then right before halftime, LAFC goes up 2-1 on a goal by who scored for LAFC? Oh, Mark Anthony Kay scored to put him up 2-1. And then in the second half, in the 81st minute, Portland ties it up on a goal by a player by the name of Jeremy Ebabisi. And Portland is going to the round of 16, and so is LAFC. So you see both of those teams in that round. We have 2 games tomorrow in the round of 16. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, you have Orlando and Montreal. Both of these teams are pretty good. Orlando was a team that tied along with Philadelphia in points for the top of Group A, but they got the tiebreaker due to the goals for with 6. And then Montreal is in this because they got the big win the other day, and they entered as a wild card from Group B. And they scored 4 goals, and they have a negative goal differential. Orlando City, I think, is the much better team in this match tomorrow night. I think they'll get it done, led by Nani and Dom Dwyer and Rubino and company. So give me Orlando City tomorrow night against Montreal. And then tomorrow night at 10:30 at Philadelphia, New England. 2 teams on the East Coast. Philadelphia came in second in Group A. New England came in second in Group B. I think Philadelphia is the better team, so give me Philadelphia to get the win in advance, led by Eligno and Alejandro Bedoya. So give me Philadelphia tomorrow night against New England in MLS. And now over to the Premier League Championship Sunday. This is going to be really interesting. All at 11 a.m. Eastern. You have Chelsea and Wolves. Chelsea, 19-6-12, 63 points. Wolves, 15-14-8, 59 points. I'm going to go with Chelsea here against Wolves in what should be a very competitive game. Leicester City and Manchester United. This is a fantastic game. Leicester City, 18-8-11, 62 points. Manchester United, 17-12-8, 63 points. I love Man United. I think they're going to get it done. And they will go on to the Champions League. So give me Man United over Leicester City. Southampton against Sheffield United. Southampton 14-7-16, 49 points. Sheffield United 14-12-11, 54 points. Give me Sheffield United. They are the better team, although Southampton's better at scoring, but United's defense, I think, will propel them. Newcastle and Liverpool. Newcastle 11-11 and 15, 44 points. Liverpool 31-3-3, 96 points. Liverpool's the easy pick here. West Ham and Aston Villa. West Ham 10-8 and 19, 38 points. Aston Villa 9-7 and 21 with 34 points. I'm going to go with the draw here. I think these teams are pretty even. You got to pick a draw somewhere. There's going to be draws. And I think one of them is going to be West Ham and Aston Villa. Burnley and Brighton. Burnley 59 and 13, 54 points. Brighton 8-14 and 15, 38 points. Give me Burnley. They're the better club. Arsenal and Watford. Arsenal 13-14 and 10, 53 points. Watford 8-10 and 19, 34 points. Arsenal's better. They're going to bounce back from their loss. So give me Arsenal over Watford. Manchester City and Norwich City. Man City In second place, 25-39, 78 points. Norwich, 5-6 and 26, 21 points. Man City's going to win that game in blowout fashion. Crystal Palace and Tottenham. Crystal Palace, 11-9 and 17, 42 points. Tottenham, 16-10, 11, 58 points. Tottenham's a better team. I think they'll win on the road. And last but not least, Everton and Bournemouth. Everton, 13-10 and 14 with 49 points. And Bournemouth, 8-7 and 22, 31 points. Everton is the better team, so I expect them to win this match at home. Now I'm going to go over the current leaderboard for the 3M Open. It's been interesting, to say the least. On the top of the leaderboard, you got Michael Thompson and Richie Werenski with a score of 12 under. In the tie for third, you have Charles Schwartzel and Matthew Wolff, 9 under. Bo Van Pelten fifth, 8 under. A big tie in sixth with 6 under among notables Tony Finau and Adam Schenk and Danny Lee. 5 under, tied for 16th, Patrick Rogers, who doesn't tee off today until 2:30, as well as Brandon DeJong and Kyle Stanley. In the tie for 26th with a score of a -4, KJ Choi and Kramer Hickok among those. In the tie for 32nd with a score of 3 under, you got Dylan Fratelli, you got Doug Gim, John Merrick, and Bern Weisberger among those in that tie. In the tie for 47th with 2 under is a big tie. K.H. Lee, Luke List, DJ Trahan, Chris Koepka. In the tie for 64th with 1 under, Henrik Norlander, Brooks Koepka, who tees off at 1:30, Doc Redman, Harry English, Bubba Watson. Among those, J.J. Spawn. In the tie for 88th, that's even, Tommy Fleetwood among notables. In the tie for 103rd with 1 over, you have Chris Stroud among notables, as well as Andrew Putnam. And in the tie for 123rd with 2 over, those notable Paul Casey and Scott Piercy. Among those in the tie for 130th with 3 over, Ted Potter Jr. and Luke Donald. Among those in the tie for 140th with 4 over, SM Bay. Among those that are 5 over in the tie for 146th, you got Sam Ryder. Lucas Glover's in 152nd with 6 over, so he is not doing so hot. And then Dustin Johnson withdrew from the tournament due to an injury. Now I'm going to go over the NASCAR results from last night and look ahead to the games, or the races, for the weekend. Denny Hamlin gets the win at Kansas last night in the Superstart Batteries 400 presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts at Kansas Speedway. So, of course, the week I don't pick Denny Hamlin, he wins. I took Kevin Harvick to win this race, and he finished in 4th, so not bad. Second, Brad Keselowski. Third, Martin Truex Jr. Fourth, Harvick. Fifth, Eric Jones. Sixth, Eric Almirola. Seventh, Cole Custer. Alec Bowman, 8th. So good finish for him after a couple of weeks of struggling. Kurt Busch, 9th. William Byron, 10th. 11th, Kyle Busch. 12th, Chase Elliott. 13th, Tyler Reddick. 14th, Clint Bowyer. 15th, Ty Dillon. 16th, Michael McDowell. 17th, Matt Kenseth. 18th, Daniel Suarez. 19th, John Hunter Nemechek. 20, Ryan Blaney. Disappointing finish for him, considering how well he's been racing. 21, Corey LaJoie. 22, J.J. Yeley. 23rd, Chris Bell. 24th, Quinn Half. 25th, Josh Bilicki. 26th, Garrett Smithley. 27th, Austin Dillon. 28th, Ryan Newman. 29th, Joey Gase. 30th, Brendan Poole. 31st, Reed Sorensen. 32nd, Jimmy Johnson. 33rd, Chris Boucher. 34th, Ryan Priest. 35th, Joey Logano. 36th, Matt DiBenedetto. 37th, Bubba Wallace. 38th, Timmy Hill. 39th, BJ McLeod. And 40th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And now the starting lineup for tonight's Truck Series race at Kansas. Should be an interesting race tonight. And then there's a race tomorrow night too. And the results from tonight's race will help determine the starting lineup for tomorrow. So I'm going to give out 2 picks here. One for tonight and then one for tomorrow afternoon at Kansas. So your starting lineup. Christian X, Brent Moffitt, Todd Gilliland, Brandon Jones, Brendan Rhodes, Austin Hill, Zane Smith, Grant Effinger, Tyler Ankrum, Sheldon Creed, Ross Chaston, Raphael Lesser, Tanner Gray, Stuart Friesen, Derek Krause, Chase Purdy, Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, Ty Majeski, Spencer Davis, Natalie Decker, Kevin Donahue, Austin Wayne Self, Timmy Hill, Brennan Poole, Dawson Carm, Corey Roper, Tate Fogelman, Cody Rohrbach, Spencer Boyd, Corbin Forrester, Jordan Anderson, Clay Greenfield, Robbie Lyons, Raisa Sorelli, Jennifer Jo Cobb, Brian Dawzat, and Norm Benning. So my pick for tonight's race, I am going to go with somebody who has had some success lately in the Truck Series. I'm going to go Sheldon Creed. I like Sheldon Creed a lot. He's somebody that has shown a lot of promise over the past few weeks. So give me Sheldon Creed to win the first of the 2 races. Second race, I'm going to go with Todd Gilliland. I think he's due. I think that he's somebody that's also racing well. So give me Todd Gilliland in race number 2. And now the starting lineup for the Xfinity race at Kansas, which is Saturday night at 5 o'clock on NBCSN. So it's an evening race more so than a night race. Michael Annett, Brandon Jones, Kaz Gralla, Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chaston, Riley Herbst, Daniel Hemrick, Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier, Justin Haley, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Jesse Little, David Starr, Ryan Seek, Jeremy Clements, Dexter Bean, Alex Labb, BJ McLeod, Timmy Hill, Brandon Brown, Brett Moffitt, Josh Williams, Stephen Licht, Junior Avila, Bailey Curry, Tommy Joe Martins, Cody Vanderwall, Ryan Vargas, Chad Fincham, Matt Mills, Matt Snyder, Joe Graff Jr., Kyle Weatherman, Vinnie Miller, and Colin Garrett. Tough call for this one. I am going to go with I'm going to try to avoid Austin Cindric because he's been so hot. He won the last 3 races. I hate betting on... I like betting on hot, but he's won 3 in a row, and that's crazy. Give me Justin Haley. He's starting in 12th. I think that he's somebody that's racing very well lately. He was in the All-Star race, or raced an All-Star weekend. I believe he might have been in the All-Star race, if I'm not mistaken. So give me Justin Haley tomorrow night to win at Kansas in Xfinity. And now my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. There's a lot of good options on the board tonight. I don't know if I'm going to go with an over or if I want to go with an underdog in Major League Baseball. So I am going to take a chance here with an over that I really, really love. I want to take the White Sox against the Twins, but 102, the number is kind of trending towards minus money here a little bit. But if you ask me who do I feel better about, the White Sox winning or the Orioles-Red Sox going over, Orioles-Red Sox is going over 10. I think there's going to be possibly over 10 runs in the 6th inning. So give me the over in the Red Sox-Orioles game, over 10 at minus 104. So you're getting some value there on that over. So that's it for the podcast today. I'll be back on Monday recapping all the baseball, soccer, golf, and NASCAR from the weekend. And I'll be looking ahead to everything going on next week. We're going to have a couple guests on next week. John Buchacross, hopefully to preview the hockey restart. Derek to preview the hockey restart as well. Maybe Ryan Berger for NBA, and maybe one more NBA guest that is TBD. We'll have to wait and find out. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody.